So Venus has moved in Ashlesha Nakshatra, and Ashlesha being a nakshatra of serpent, the Naga. Ashlesha has a very magnetic quality. It has the quality to attract. It also has restlessness of Mercury. It can sting like a poison and can make somebody struggle for survival, but it can also create a fire within to achieve something, and you will be able to achieve if you have the gut, if you have the willpower. So Ashlesha has a lot of intensity. Ashlesha has a lot of healing quality. It is connected with herbs. It is connected with medicine, and because it is a coiled serpent energy, it is, after all, your own Kundalini Shakti. And when Ashlesha experiences a positive planet transiting through it, it tries to awaken the Kundalini, or it taps into your own inner spiritual self using that planet. Now, Ashlesha is being a reptilian nakshatra. It is sometimes transformation, sometimes entanglement, sometimes struggle, and sometimes victory. It's very territorial. It has illusion, manipulation, but it also has a lot of karma in it. Because Ashlesha is the end of Karka Rashi, Cancer zodiac sign, it is the end of emotion, the moon, and then becomes, it transforms you into Magha, the Leo zodiac sign. So Ashlesha, once you win over the Ashlesha, once you experience the material world, you want to conquer it. This feeling to conquer it all is rooted in this nakshatra. Now, definitely Venus is very, I will say, very feminine energy. It's Maya. Now, if you combine Ashlesha's secrecy and Ashlesha's transformation and Venus's charm, you get hypnotic personality. You kind of experience a different dimension of Venus altogether. With this, Venus can make you feel very materialistic. This Venus can make you feel something different about yourself. This Venus in Ashlesha is good for medicine practice, for fashion industry. This is good for healing, but this can create a lot of tension in personal life. This can create a lot of tension in creating hidden affairs, extramarital affairs, trouble in love, jealousy, comparison. So, this is a very worldly or a Rajasic tattva of Ashlesha experiencing a Venus transit. Now, naturally, the shadow work, emotional manipulation, emotional trauma will resurface while Venus is in this nakshatra. Now, don't forget that when Venus is in Ashlesha nakshatra, which is a Sarpa nakshatra, a Sarp, which is Rahu, is going to do a Grahana or eclipse of moon on 7th, 4 days after the Venus transit in Ashlesha nakshatra. This eclipse will happen 8th from this position of Venus, because for Karka Rashi, Cancer zodiac sign, Rahu moon will be in the 8th house from its position. So this increases the risk of getting damaged through improper occult practice, taking or doing some toxic karma, or following some toxic path, or creating unhealthy bond, because Ashlesha clings and Venus is a relationship, so you might don't want to end the relationship. On the other hand, Rahu moon in Satbhisha wants to create a full circle. So see the contradiction. One wants to cling on, the other wants to finish it off. So this is the pressure that everybody will feel, and this will be more profoundly experienced by people who are Aquarius and Cancer moon sign, and you will also experience this in global relations, people retracing their words, relationship between two countries changing forever, and more toxicity being made visible by people or countries who claim to be a very good one. Now, this can be, because this is a kind of an energy sequence, it connects you as a human, it connects society as a construct, it also connects nation and ideologies. It is going to impact all. Venus in Ashlesha along with Grahana can empower Shukracharya to create more and more tamasic energy. But on the other hand, this can be Mrit Sanjeevani also. This can also heal you and take you out of misery. So see, everything has pros and cons. And in this case, it can create a lot of creativity. Your magnetic personality can influence a lot of people. So it's a very good time for social media influencers. It can transform love, and it can take your love and desire on a very deepening level. This can make it very occult in nature, transformative in nature. So tantra and the experience that you feel in relationship changes forever, and this healing ability will actually encounter or be counteractive to the jealousy that will also develop when Venus is in Ashlesha. Now, what should you do when Venus is focused on this nakshatra? First of all, you need to take control on your habits, because the first thing that will happen when Venus goes in Ashlesha is you will give up on good habits and you will start taking up bad habits. There can be indulgences where you are a little careless about everything and more focused on joy and enjoyment because you feel you deserve, because you have been in a lot of pain. That's not denied, but you need to be also careful about your body. That is what my message was for the eclipse videos, that in the Rahu Moon conjunction, in the lunar eclipse that will happen on 7th, you need to focus on your physical self and mental self. Now you understand why I was saying that, because Ashlesha Venus will be in 6th house with respect to the Rahu Moon conjunction, and 6th house Venus with respect to Moon is in Marankaraka Sthan. That means this eclipse is going to make few people very uncomfortable, but on the other hand, this is going to make you heal. But healing is never a comfortable path. You need to face your fears. You need to throw out the negativity. It is only after you drink the halahal, the poison, is when you get the amrit. Now Aries is going to experience the Venus in Ashlesha in the 4th house, so be careful with real estate matters. Health of your mother can be something where you are more entangled, more engaged, and you would want to, you can make your home a little messy. Try to clean your home and keep everything tidy, and avoid purchasing a property at this point of time unless it's absolutely necessary or the deal has been done beforehand. Rahu in the 4th house is going to make home atmosphere in such a manner that you may not want to leave your home. In a good way, good, but in a bad way, it can show signs of depression. For Taurus, this is going to be a time when Venus in Ashlesha will be in your 3rd house. 3rd house means siblings. Venus in Ashlesha can reshape the affairs with siblings, with your neighbors. That means sometimes you would become more selfish, and you would want to convey your message that you expect something in return, and nothing is wrong if that is done carefully, if that is done with proper manner, proper attention. But if you go all out, if you show power of if you display unnecessary power, that can create problem. Short-term travel is possible, but don't book a ticket because your friend has booked it. Gemini will experience Venus in Ashlesha in the 2nd house. The 2nd house Venus in Ashlesha talks a lot about money, value system. So this is going to make you challenge the very value system you're born. You may question, you may hear few things that you may not like, and this is going to make you speak few things which is also going to confuse you further. So in this case, if you don't get a proper answer to your question, maybe you need to ask a different question. You may have to rethink on how to ask the right question. Answer will come automatically. Money wise, this is a good time. This is going to give you a lot of wealth, but this can also make you a little bit greedy, and that greed can harm you, so be careful. Now for Cancer, Venus in Ashlesha will be on your ascendant, so it transforms you personally, it touches your soul. It wants you to focus more on the ideas of life. It wants you to focus on yourself, your attire, how you look, how How's your personality? So for personality development, it's a wonderful time. And yes, if you are too much worried about what people have to say, then this Venus in Ashlesha can create a lot of mental agony. For Leo, this is going to be a 12th house Venus in Ashlesha, so this can create overspending, overindulgence, and you're constantly thinking in your mind how to become a better version of yourself. Now, one thing is that you're doing this because you want to upgrade yourself, you want to upskill, but on the other hand, you're doing this because you saw your friend getting successful, you are jealous, and now you want to surpass it. Don't do that. Venus in 12th house can trigger unnecessary investments, unnecessary expenses, something that you don't need, and you end up spending and losing wealth. So, on the other hand, people who are exporting medicines, who are working in pharmaceutical sector, herbs, essential oils, wellness, spa, Ayurveda, yoga, you will see great boost. Virgo. For Virgo, Venus in Ashlesha will be in the 11th house, and 11th house Venus in Ashlesha is good. It is good for money. It is good for achieving wealth. It is good to create momentum in life. It is good to gain new contacts. Although the contact can be a little selfish, but this can help you gain new contacts that are more transactional in nature. So remember, any engagement that you build during this time is more transactional, but it's a wealth generating time for you. For Libra, Venus in Ashlesha is a very unique transit. It's a 10th house Venus in Ashlesha. It's a time to build your career. It's a time to be more focused on your achievements. So you may have to speak a lot about what you have already achieved, what you can conquer, what is your ability, because there will be people who will be jealous with your career success, and that can sabotage. And what can happen in your case is that for Libra there is an eclipse happening in 5th house, and that can trigger a kind of a jealousy, automatic jealousy, because you may be promoted, because people praise you, because you are more successful. In this case, my recommendation will be to follow the path of peace, equality, and absorb the positive energy and cut the cords. That means cut the energy cords with the negative energy. Toxicity should be kept away. For Scorpio, the house of mystery, your ascendant is a very mysterious lagna, and for you, Venus in Ashlesha will be in the 9th house. A 9th house Venus in Ashlesha means this is going to change your bhagya. This is going to make you rethink on your belief system. That means you want to also defend something, some point of view, some faith that you have with all your might without even knowing what you are defending. So be very careful when somebody claims that you are wrong or you can upgrade yourself. Be ready to face the challenge. Be ready to listen something extraordinary, something different, something very different from your own point of view, and that will make you a very different person. It opens up the world for you. For Sagittarius, Ashlesha Venus in 8th house is a very powerful transformative transit. It transforms your identity. It creates a Vipareet Rajyog, and it's a very good time to create wealth. It is a very good time to create a magnetic personality. But in this case, you also need to store wealth. You also need to create a plan in the future to have a lot of money to back you up for future ventures. And otherwise, Venus in 8th house wants you to keep secret. This is going to increase secret practices, secret indulgences, and secret tantra. The main focus should be that you are more focused on tantric or spiritual lifestyle rather than trying to keep secrets of actions that should not have been done in the first place. For Capricorn, this is 7th house Venus, focused on your business, focused on your surroundings, and this is going to give you feedback from people. Venus in 7th house in Ashlesha can also create a very weird kind of engagement or hypnotic relationship with your spouse. But you may show sign of excess dependency, laziness that can trigger the relationship in a negative way. Remember, Rahu Moon is in the 2nd house on 7th of September, causing an eclipse. This clouds the thought process and can derail the family already positively moving train of family life. So be very careful there. You may get good opportunities to start new business. You may get good opportunity to start new partnership. Again, this will be transactional. you need to be very clear with what terms you are going, with what terms profits you will get, what money you will give, what money you will get. For Aquarius, this is going to be a Venus in 6th house. As I said, this is a 6th house Venus, and there is an eclipse on your 1st house. You need to be very, very watchful of your health, of your overall lifestyle, because this will make you a little uncomfortable. Venus in Ashlesha can trigger negative emotions, can trigger nostalgia, and this can make you feel that you are either entitled to receive something, or your morale can go down. Better to focus on mental and physical health, do yoga, pranayam, and Venus in Ashlesha in 6th wants you to be very determined to keep the ball rolling, even if there is maximum hardest of the difficulty that you are facing. So don't give up on the momentum. Lastly, for the Pisces, Venus in Ashlesha will be in the 5th house. This 5th house Venus transit is going to be very unique. This 5th house Venus transit is in Ashlesha wants you to learn secret arts. It wants you to learn very different kind of knowledge. It suddenly wants you to learn about makeup, jewelry, fine arts. Out of nowhere, an IT guy is trying to learn guitar, music. Fascination will develop. See, fascination can build up in the mind, but convert something in reality only something that you can sustain for long term. Otherwise, this is only going to cloud your imagination, will waste your money, and 5th house Venus, on one hand it is very good, but on the other hand Ashlesha is a pot of poison in a way. So you should also not consume emotions, talks, words, songs, music, drama, art, and even food. All consumption should be kept sattvic.